On commence au début. Hello. Maybe I can change the... Ooh. Okay. No? Oh, I don't remember that. So, this is episode 1 of my new show. Wabi-sabi in game design. Because a video game in development is in many states of imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. So we will learn to appreciate every state that a video game is during its development, and like for most video game, after the development is finished. So I'm gonna try to do a session of 3 hours ish of development, but at the same time, because it's a creative endeavor, you need to let your brain flow. That's why it's called Sylly's Nerd Flow. You have to go and be like water, because things need to flow in a free way for it to be valuable. It's a creative work. You can't force it. You can't control it. And this is what I'm welcoming you to. I do it for myself, but if you can enjoy some, I can't even see it, yeah, some meditation and some maybe exercise with me, because I will try to exercise at the same time, because I could not do that so much before, but now that I have my own space, I will do so. Because getting your, out of your brain and in your body is also a good way to, let things come to you. Like when you have the best ideas, usually it's in the shower. And so I will just do my work the way it needs to be done, the way I need it to be done. And if you want to partake and have nothing else to do, please join me. The chat will be there, so if you want to chat with me, please feel free to dig. I will answer when I'm in front of the computer. It's not gonna happen all the time. Like if you want to really have my attention, I could actually set up the tip PayPal. So if you want to me like to get notified, send me $1 and I'll come to the computer right away, because I need to monetize that show in some ways, and so having my attention can be done by scanning that QR code there and giving me $1 on PayPal, and I'll come and have a chat with you. It's gonna give me some time to actually network and socialize and have a chat with you and make some money. Like it's just a $1 whatever, just to say, hey, what's up? What are you up to? Can we have a chat? And there's many more ways as well. I'm thinking of developing that, because I'm thinking of kind of doing voice recording for the characters and all that from people online through Discord. So at some point when it's growing up and there's more and more people going to Discord, you might actually you might actually be able to chat with me directly on Discord, and not only through the chat but also as like you can be a guest on the show. So if we go to Discord, for example, in my server that I've set up a few months ago, a while ago now, there's also a voice channel, and so we could even chat and hang out like that. And so if you want to join me and have a chat about video games, about Montreal, about development, about sport, about creativity, about mental health, just a quick hangout. If you have nothing else to do and you want to waste your time with me, feel free to. No, but like if it's because I'm in Montreal now, and so if you're in France and it's like, so it would be like what, 6-7 p.m. right now, and if you want to join me on the show, that can be a way we can hang out, talk about whatever you feel like talking publicly, because obviously that's going to be streamed, and that is it. And hopefully things will get cracking and I can work, socialize, network with you, talk about interesting subjects, whether it's politics, which I'm happy to do because that's how we, the dialogue needs to happen. You can't understand each other's opinion until you actually talk about it. So if you want to chat about a specific issue, or if you want to chat about games, like I was saying, or sports or travel, or if you're planning on going to Montreal or Sydney or Paris from wherever you are, well, Paris I can't give you tips, but like general France insights, I could. Because like my server is called aSMP for Sydney, Montreal, Paris, because that's the three home that I have in the world. The concept of home has come back quite a few times lately, and it doesn't really feel like it. So it's really my three components, the three components of my identity. Born in France, lived in Sydney for 10 years, and in Montreal 5 years before going to Sydney, and back to it now, for now. So if you want some tips on Canada, on Australia or France, if you want to visit, if you want to travel, if you want to do anything like that, and you want me to give you some tips, just feel free to. And if you want to play the game as well, so through Discord you could actually share your screen and stream the playtest. So as I'm doing more and more updates and it's becoming more and more refined, I would love to have you have a test of LFD so I can watch what you're going through and what you're doing in the game, so I can fix it at the same time. And also, if you want to do a voice for one of the characters, at some point you're like running into a character that doesn't have a voice, and you're like, oh, I would like to do that, then we could do that as well. So that could be a fun way to be a cooperative work, creative work. I would get feedback from you about the dialogues, about the mechanics, about UX, and I know there's plenty of stuff that needs to be worked on. It's just that with the last year and a half, if not 6 months, of pandemic and drama, because of all the things that life is made of, It's been a bit challenging for me, but I still kind of, kept working on it. And I am happy with that because it's really kind of shaping up. I'm starting to do commissions for the arts for one bit of the game mechanics that I'm starting to implement um, more and more. So, like, you have the main story and all that, so I'm trying to finish that. And when the story is kind of the main bit for now is kind of complete, I'm gonna polish a bit more the UX and the tutorials and stuff because right now it's really like you're being put in the game and you have some insights, but it's not really refined. So I want to complete the first leg of the project of the story to be able to have something complete. Remember, wabi sabi, imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. Um, so complete as in the first bit that is like a complete step, but then like I can expand forever, and that's the plan. Like I want to keep on working on that all the time because I love it, and that's what I'm, into. Um, and so once I get my first leg of the main quest for now complete, then I'm gonna be refining and polishing and completing a bit more of the main areas that you have to go through for that quest, and over and over again add more content, more quests, more characters, and based on your feedback first, based on what you understand, I want to keep on refining that, and based on your ideas as well, because like that's what the co-writing aspect is really fun about. Like I want you to be able to put your insights in the game, whether it's something related to the theology, the psychology, the philosophy, blah blah blah, or if you have a story that you would like to be told, because we all have different stories, and I think that we're missing out. So in a way, if I could um, display and share your story through my game, thanks to you, that would be even more amazing because I want the game to be that. I want the game to be a melting pot of um, many different insights from many different people, from many different countries, from different linguistic, cultural, gender, sexuality background. And yeah, I think it's exciting because now that I have like that core base, like it's getting ready to have all that extra stuff from the players, and so that would really kind of make the player part of the game and share their stories, your stories, through my game. I think that's kind of really exciting, and it's kind of weird because it's a weird project that doesn't really make sense, but it does make sense more and more as time passes, and the more I refine it and the more I work on it. Um, and so I've started putting more art in it from different people. You can check on the Instagram page, instagram.com/holistic, HOLISTIK. There's more and more art shout outs, and I have like 3 or 4 more that I'm waiting to publish. The art is already in the game, but I haven't presented it to you, the public, yet. But I think that's really exciting because there's really cool art, and I'm like, whoa, how come I able to do that? And the point would be that at some point, some arts I'm commissioning because I want it to be done in a specific way, but some art I'm just asking friends and people, is that okay? Like, I really love your art. Is that okay if I put it in my game? Because I want to highlight it, and if I could even reward them for allowing me to do that with a bit of money at some point, or I don't know, like some advertising for their project, that could be a really cool thing. So that is it. That is the core idea behind the whole game. A melting pot of many different arts that come together in a holistic project. And between the art that I put in there, the voices from different people that you could actually also do through Discord, I think that would be quite an amazing thing. So I will improve that whole thing, because I'm realizing that now that screen could be a bit improved, and so I will keep it in blue. Why not? No, because I want the colors, I want the gay colors of that video to kind of be there, and so if I put the blue filter on top of it, that's not gonna work. And so it's like developing the game is becoming a show. You know, everything is a show now, so why not? The show, the practice is the show. And so I will, that's probably going to be boring at some point, because I'm going to be doing something else. I'm going to be maybe work on random side stuff, but that's part of it. I don't expect it to be an ongoing like stream of events, but that's where kind of the editing after a while is probably gonna come into place, because I want to have content online to then be able to condense it. And so at some point I will see how it goes. I will review what has been done during the day, and I will condense it in a more digestible format that is less messy and rough, because I want the live show to be that you are, but then I'm gonna kind of take it off the public scene, because I want the live to be the live. It's like, who knows what's gonna happen? It can be boring, but if you have nothing else to do, join me. And then when things are done, then you refine it. You can't. There's so much work being done through the editing and all that. You have to have a lot of content and then condense and reduce it to the good bits that create a show that makes sense. And so, if you can be live, perfect. Join me in that incomplete, impermanent, and imperfect thing. And then it's gonna be edited out to be delivered in a better way, you know. I've been told that my delivery is not good enough, even if it's never good enough anyway, because that's the way they undermine you. But we have moved past that. We know better now. And I want to share that knowledge with you. That knowledge, that time, that rawness, the craziness of a live show. When it's been worked on and refined for years, it's easy. You have like really dedicated person doing specific jobs, blah blah blah. But this is episode 1, so I'm just gonna go with the flow, and build up over time. That's the whole point. Okay, so I've done my spiel because I felt like I needed to. I'm gonna go back to my work routine, which doesn't mean work when you do something that you enjoy, and when it's creative, it can be so many things. So I will, like I said, work out, do my dishes, come back and work because I have like an idea that I know I want to work on right now and put together. And you will be part of that if you want to. Let's get cracking. And so yeah, if you want to chat, make sure you do. I will refine things over time as I need to, because right now I can't guess what I'm missing, so I need to figure out what is missing, and that is it. So for example, I want that copy, okay, copy and paste it there. Ooh, reference or duplicate. Reference. Ooh. Well, there you go. So that's your tip. So if you want, well, I said tip $1 for instant. I'm happy to do that. But if you want to just have a nudge, send me a nudge so I can. Oh, I should speak in French as well, because people in France are not everyone's gonna understand me. So, because the game that I'm developing, LFD, the Free Défendu, is supposed to take place in Montreal, and it's supposed to be mixing French and English. So, I will, at some point, also speak in French. I will try to speak in both languages as much as possible, but considering that I've been living for 10 years in Australia, I think English is my default now, even if it's not my most perfect language. I'm still doing mistakes, and who cares? Imperfection, bitch. Like, that's funny because I've heard, like, coming back, I can't remember, was it in Australia or was it on the way back in the US or here in Montreal? Like, some native English speaking people, I'm like, oh, you're doing like mistakes and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not feeling bad about making mistakes at all anymore. I have not been caring for a long time, because that's languages anyway. Languages is so full of mistakes and word that doesn't always make sense, is not clear enough. There was a talk last week about how semantic and vocabulary can be, misinterpreted in so many ways. And so communication, language, is a tool to fool. That's actually the last post on my Patreon last month. Languages are good to communicate basic stuff, but when you have to be defining a concept in a really clear way, it's not the best. So, languages are there to be used, but someone can always tell you you're doing it wrong because they did not understand, or they did not want to understand. Even if you explained it to them in so many ways, they can always say, I don't understand. No, bitch, you don't want to understand. That's the difference. That's the way you undermine other people, by saying, I didn't get what you meant. Because words are a tool to fool. Talking about fool, I invite you to it's one of the art shout-outs that I've done last month to Awkward Apostrophe, to Kate, because she has a funny, oh, there she is. She has a funny representation of the fool. And so join me into discovering the art, the character that I'm being inspired by. See, look at this one. Anonymous Weirdo that Kate is sharing. Amazing. And so a piece that I like, talking about fool, is this one. The Fool, it's a banana, and it's great, I love it. But it's a shame, I'd like to be able to put it in the game. I think I can, but see how it's really close to the tape, là. Ça c'est le québécois, là. But I think I should try. I'm just gonna crop in as good as possible way. So if you want to discover Kate's art, please feel free to visit her page. I really like her. She has such a quirky personality, and she's studying psychology as well. Well, I'm not officially studying psychology, but She does, and that's why I'm really inspired, because she seems to have schizophrenia and she's doing cool art, and I can't remember where she's. And she is an inspiration to me more and more. Like, I discovered her only 2 months ago, and I'm like, you go, girl. I support you. I really want to see her thrive and create and do more crazy cool things, because I love that. So please visit our page and show us some support. Oh, cool. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit gay themed, obviously. You know, the page is like branded, like everything is rainbow colored branded, so it's like gay, 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 gay. But gay, the rainbow, and all that is exactly what I'm using as a driver. It's the representation of diversity, and it's like RuPaul said, why use only a limited number of crayon from the color palette? So just what's that? Hey, Spider-Man. So some stuff are a bit, ooh, matchstick puzzle. That could be an interesting, you need to form 2 smaller arrows by moving 4 matches only. Okay. And because it's talking about psychology and some toxic behavior that we've been exposed to in the last 10 years more and more, hey Rods, we will learn about red flags and stuff to recognize to protect ourselves. That's cool. I'd like to draw at some point, maybe in the afternoon I'll do that. So I'll do the show, the work, game, and stuff like that in the morning. And in the afternoon I'll do the indie playtest, the drawing, and the merch crafting, I guess. That could be a good way to split it up. Game focused in the morning, afternoon focused on the more real stuff, because we need the real, right? Oh, I've new delete. Oh yeah, so that's a thing that I discovered just a couple of days ago. And so there's a game actually on next Sunday, I think. That is, I don't care about Squid Game. I haven't watched it, but there's a geolocation game done from McGill. And so you play in the street with your phone, going from one clue to another, following the journey that Working Brain has set up for you. And so that could be a really cool thing to do. If you want to do it with me, if you're in Montreal and if you want to do it with me, please reach out, whether it's in the chat here or by email or social media or whatever. If I don't see it, I can't promise, like there's so many different profiles that I have between Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, blah blah blah, Discord. But if you can reach out and if you want to do it with me, please do so. And you have random quotes from my feed that can help you make sense of the shit that you're going through on your own journey. Cody Wampel: to travel purposefully toward an as yet unknown destination. That's perfectly what Vampire: Le Fruit Défendu is supposed to be, and that project and this journey is supposed to be. We know we're going somewhere, not sure exactly where, but no one exactly knows because there's always twists and turns, and you have to go with the flow as usual. Ah, that's a shame I did that. There's so many cool art, it's just ridiculous. Okay, please don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure you bump me up if you want to chat directly with me, but it might take me a bit of time to see it because I'm still working on that, and I don't know how I could actually have an easy way to. Oh well, I guess through Twitch. No, that's on YouTube. But if you subscribe on YouTube, I guess that would give me a chime, so at least I would be able to know when there's a new follower or something like that. So don't hesitate to do that. If you just try whatever, subscribe, like, comment, chat, do everything, and I'll probably hear about it at some point. The sooner the better, but I can't promise it's gonna be like on the spot. But who cares? It's part of the show. Oh, fuck! I've been talking the whole time, and you don't even see my screen. So, when I was talking about Kate, it's this girl. Oh fuck! So you've missed the whole thing, huh? Jeez. You've been missing the oh boy. See, that's one of the things that I'm learning to do. Like, I'll have to find a way. That's stupid. So when I'm on the computer, I should. Yeah. Okay. I've been talking for like what, 15 minutes? And you're like, what is he talking about? I don't see anything because I just see his fucking blue face. Okay, that's Kate, and that's the fool there that I was talking about. I kind of like it. And I've shared some of her art in the game. It's in there already. That was the last month's shout out. So that's Kate. And that's the quotes that I was talking about psychology and red flags and shit like that. That art is cool. That's the game that is happening next week from McGill. Cody Wampole, to travel purposefully toward an as yet unknown destination. That's the game. And that's what I've done to myself in the last 10 years. I forgot myself for someone that was not able to consider me at all. Supporting me, but just because that was giving them control. Yep, there you go. Because you see, the good in them is what you all is what has you all messed up in the first place. When someone is showing you some, there you go. So you know, you will learn with me, and you will hopefully integrate some of those quotes and change of attitude towards people and yourself. Disrespect yourself less and disrespect anyone less. So join me in that journey. Okay, now I'm gonna try to work and make things better. I could actually So it's really rare that I'm gonna use this one anyway, right? Because I'm always gonna show you what's on my screen most of the time anyway. Okay. Let me babble for half an hour. Now it's time for me to get back into work. Much better. Okay. Don't overthink too much. So I've done the build, I've done the upload last week just before I left. Now, what do I need to do? Oh, what? It did already the checking changes? That was quick. Yeah, that's even new. Skeptical? Yes, bitch. Because like Alan Watts is saying, if you can still be fooled, you deserve to be. And I don't want to be fooled anymore. So, art. I have some new pieces from, I think, Philippe. But that can wait. I will need to do a voice. I need to do... 。 blog, itch.io, that's done. I need to do the blog for last month as well, but I don't want to share some writing to you guys. It's kind of boring and it's not really interesting. So everything that is blog, Patreon, like I really want to show at least some artsy, gamey, buildy stuff. Sustainability to design, quantum discordance, feel my soul. Signs to match Quebec, pool and schools. Oh, yeah, but I don't want that in the old pod map, so I don't want to work on that too much. I want to keep on finishing the main map. Humans are the tools of capitalism, yes. Money used to be a tool to trade, and now it's a tool for control. Knowing what you want. That's a good one. Yes, it is. So, Leonard. That's not Leonard anymore. Lily. Guess I could do a playtest. I woke up at 5 again this morning, 5:30, and I feel like I'm having a slow time. I guess that's my resistance, so I should actually do something. Do I have new art to put in? No, I've put Mustafa's, I've put Philip's, and I've put Kate's. Yeah, that's from last month, and I've put Fernando's. I feel like I'm missing one. I had 3. Oh well, I could do that. But why is Klein coming back so many times now? Okay, that's becoming weird. Because there's one guy, I was Klein yesterday on Instagram. The Klein bottle, and there was something else called Klein. So let's do a klein bottle, at least that's something. So where am I gonna put that? So we have many different locations. I think in the lab that would make sense, right? So, and maybe the hospital. So let's start with the lab. Because I already have some kind of bottles like that. So I need to maybe not on the first floor. But on the second floor, so it's not something that people see right away. There's a bug. Probably should do an update of Unity as well, because I've done the update for I think the dialog system and the want it to be too big because I don't want that to have like a lot of faces. Fait que je vais y faire relativement petit. 12 c'est correct, c'est pas trop, c'est pas trop gros, c'est pas trop petit. Par contre, ah. Face. Est-ce que celle-là, on va la rétrécir, on va les deux là, mais on va faire un. ça. On va faire en sorte que... Il va falloir probablement que je regarde sur... Internet to have a proper view of how it's supposed to be done. So a Klein bottle is like the Mobius stripe, but instead of being just a stripe, it's a continent. Supposed to be a continent, but that's where the trick is. Oops. Oh. Oops. There's no inside and there's no outside. The duality of those weird elements. It's kind of weird because I see stuff and people don't want to see them and they keep on believing that they know better. Cool, so that's the basic shape done. Now I need to refine. Actually, I don't want to do a subsurface because subsurface is creating a lot of small faces. So I don't want to do a subsurface, but because the granite doesn't look great. Angela Merkel. Okay, and so then that's a bit better. So yeah, there you go. I think this one. What? Not sure about this one though. Ooh, from the middle. That's cool. That's cool. I like this one even more. Because this one, you have to kind of twist it inside out to actually fill it up. While this one, you just pour it in and it's filling up from the bottom and then it kind of blows there. So I think that's even better. I will do this one next time. Right now I'm kind of doing one like that actually. Cool, climb. It's kind of funny, the philosophical catch-up that we had not yesterday or 2 days ago, but like the week before, the Saturday, the week before. Paul actually, from the Cine Symposia, actually talked about the climb, but I was like, what? I just got that put in my brain just a couple of weeks before. So I guess we're all connected. We're all learning more and more together. Ok, fait qu'il va falloir que je parte d'ici une demi-heure. Ça tombe bien. On fait les choses comme elles devraient être. Je vais juste faire ça et préparer pour demain. Et puis après on verra. Parce que je viens d'arriver, je viens de revenir. Fait que j'ai d'autres choses à faire que ça, mais c'était une bonne façon de commencer et de préparer le terrain pour les prochaines fois. So I'm just gonna finish that and do an extra few things for the next 30 minutes and then I'll have to dash. Oh, I should shave, right? As-tu du monde dans le chat? Non. Ben, c'est solo. So, commercial? No. Faut que je me coupe les cheveux par contre. Faudrait que j'achète un clipper. Un clipper et une coffee machine. Pop. Kitchen? Medical. Bottle. Climb. Bam. 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 Cool. Climb. Climb bottle. Je veux pas les textures. Il va falloir que... Oh. Wow. Oh. Ok. Nope. Recalculate normals and smooth. Smooth. How do I smooth it? Oh, what's that? How do I smooth it? Mesh. Shading. Oh, but that's gonna... So, because it's like a Mobius strip, the normals are probably gonna be fucked at some point, and I think that's the edge that we see there, because as it's unable to understand which way is inside, which way is outside, that's the whole point. I think Blender might actually not get it, which is fine. Yeah, look at that. Pushing the limits. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, it's maybe... That's not too big, it's perfect. But, so I want to select bathroom. No, I want that to be in medical, yeah. And so I want that to be bottle line. But I'm gonna make it a different glass color. That'll do. Create a new prefab. And bam! I might need to... Oh, there's no collider. I might need to add a collider on this one though. It's a bit too big to... Oh, yeah. To not have a collider. The other one is so small it doesn't need a collider, but this one would need one. And there you go. Perfect. So I'll leave this one over here for now. And hopefully people are gonna ask what's going on there. Okay. I knew there's something that I don't like. It's traps. Natalie. Okay. I think I would need... I will have to... That's the thing. So I want the development to be done online at the show-ish. But all the kind of marketing and writing and all that should not be done because it's kind of boring. Huh? Why is it so zoomed in? There you go. That's a bit better. So what now? Oh, there's so much to do. I can probably turn that off. Let me know if you want to jump in and say hi. The sky is so blue. It's so warm today. Well, today. In the last few days, it's great. I was not expecting Montreal to be so clément. Okay, then what's next? Especially not the Bible. Alrighty, so what's next? I would need to do. I think I might actually do a playtest or check a playtest that I've done in the past this afternoon. I'll do a new playtest with the new build anyway because I haven't done one since, and so I'll do probably a playtest this afternoon to have something fresh and done in Montreal. What else? Because right now I'm kind of not running out of ideas, but I'm just not sure what I should focus on. What did Patrick run into? That needs to be dealt with. I feel I'm jet lagged. Still, I should do a nap. So I've done the screenshot for this month's updates. I just need to write and polish the posts. I think I already have a couple of drafts, so I just need to write the French version, share it. That's something that I will do this afternoon. I need to change the name in the alert because ignore people are not gonna remember that. Do we have a new version of Unity? I believe so, but just checking. 3.22 and I'm at 3.18. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's funny, I went to the Parc La Fontaine yesterday and the bridge is so much smaller than when I've done it, the side that I've done it in the game. So it's kind of funny because it's, even if it's Montreal, the feel is a bit different. It's like probably out the size. That's what it is. Maybe I should give it a break for 2 minutes. I need to eat something. I'm feeling peckish. branches. They're all rotting already. Be careful what I spend my money on. Um, and this tower is actually way smaller than it is. I need to reduce it. Maybe I could do that now. bit better. It was way too big. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I need to get ready and have a go. And I'll do the update for Unity so it's ready tomorrow to have the new update. Cool. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to tell me what you like, if you want more Blender, if you want more Unity, if you want more art, if you want more talking, if you want more French, if you want more explanations. And I'll see you tomorrow, probably a bit earlier than today, I guess. But we'll